Welcome back to finals day at the YONEX French Open. What a finals day it's been so far. We've still got the men's doubles to come. Kim Astrup and Rasmussen in their sixth final in the last 9 tournaments they've played, so they're in great form, are up against Fikri and Maulana, also in good form, because this is their second final in 2 weeks. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, we only started with 7 seeds. We lost 3 seeds in the second round, so we were down to 4 seeds by quarter-final stage. And look, only 4 different nationalities, the least diverse of all 5 disciplines. 3 pairs from Indonesia, 2 from Denmark, 2 from China, and 1 from Korea. At quarter-final stage, 2 seeds, none in the bottom half of the draw, and 3 different nationalities, but the 2 Chinese pairs lost in the semi-final. No former champions, no former finalists at semi-final stage, so we're guaranteed a new name on the men's doubles trophy. Well, as far as the race to the World Tour finals are concerned, Aranchar and Sowiik, who won in Denmark last week, are pulled out this week, and by virtue of that it means that the 3 places below them will all move up 1 place, and Aranchar and Sowiik will go down to 5. But quite extraordinarily, the 2 finalists at number 6 and 7, regardless of whether either of them win or lose today's match, they will remain at 6 and 7 on the race to the World Tour finals. Astrup and Rasmussen, World Championship silver medalists, European Games gold medalists, and winners of 4 titles this year. Since the European Games gold medal, they have looked in a different class because this is their 6th final in the last 9 tournaments they've played. An absolutely astonishing run of good form by the Danes. Last year's All England champions, Mohammed Sohibil Fikri and Bagas Maulana. 2 finals in 2 consecutive weeks. Lost in the final in Odense at the Denmark Open last Sunday, losing out to Aranchar and Sowiik. It's a 4th final of the year. They've lost their previous 3. Can they turn silver into gold here at the French Open? Well, this will only be a 2nd meeting between these 2 pairs. Only previous encounter, you've got to go back to 2021. And the quarterfinal of the Denmark Super 750. 3 games it was in Odense. 59 minutes for the victory for the Danes.
It is red. Kim to serve. Who will receive? If the receive, which side? Right side.
So the Danes choose to serve. A little bit surprised about that. normally they're keen to choose ends. It must be that they feel the playing conditions are almost perfect, no difference between ends. The left-handed Kim Astrup is 31 years of age from Groningen, and they're one place down from their career high of 5. Recently became a father for the first time. Kim Astrup, Anders Rasmussen, has 2 children, I believe. That's right, isn't it, Steen? Yes, he's nodding at me. 34 years of age, and the taller of the two, that's just over 6'2". And this is their 7th appearance at the French Open, but the first time they've been in the final. Beat Koga and Saito in the first round, then had 3 games against Jomko and Kedrin of Thailand. And then in the quarterfinal beat the #1 seeds Alfian and Arianto, and the semi-final recorded their first ever victory over Liu Yuchen and Wu Xuanyi. So to the Indonesians, and this is Bagas Maulana. He's 25 years of age from Cilacap in Central Java. He's the taller of the two. That equates to 5'11½". And they're just one place down from their career high ranking. In fact, they went up 2 places on the world ranking, which was published on Tuesday earlier this week. The world ranking's published every Tuesday, every week. So 23 years of age, although he'll turn 24 next month. Mohammed Sohibul Fikri, born in Bandung in West Java, 5'9½", and they have twice been taken the full distance. In the first round against Matsui and Takeuchi, and then they beat the former world champions Hoki and Kobayashi. And then they beat Kia and Sogo of Denmark in the semi-final against Herji Ting and Ren Xian Yu. 22-20 in a thrilling match late last night. That semi-final, the Indonesians came through.
Tout est prêt pour cette ultime finale des YONEX internationaux de France de badminton édition 2023. Alors la classe Arena, une dernière fois tous ensemble, faites du bruit!
So our court officials for this one, Jeetan Bhatt from Australia and service judge Jachian from Iran.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Mohammed Shahibul Fikri and Bagas Maulana, Indonesia. And on my left, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, Denmark.
Well, no doubt the French fans are supporting the European pair.
Kim Astrup to serve to Mohammed Shahibul Fikri. Love all. Play. Service over.
Well, Steve, in the introduction, I was talking about the fact that this is the 6th final in the last 9 tournaments that the Danes have played, dating back to the European Games gold medal. I don't think I've seen them ever play as well as this, tournament after tournament. They've had a great run, haven't they?
Yeah, they've never played as well as this. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Since June, they've only lost to pairs that have been world champions.
Service over.
3 pairs. Hoki Kobayashi, Aaron Charles Sowoyik, and in the World Championship final, Kang and Seo. Only 3 matches lost since June, so they're full of confidence, but I think they're also a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, that's a great stat. Well, presumably they're not playing in Saarbrücken next week, are they?
They are entered in Saarbrücken, but who knows? They've got to, just like any other player, listen to their bodies. I think there's been examples of players that have not really managed their schedule as well as they possibly could. But it's difficult because you definitely want to go out there, have a chance to perform, chance to qualify for the Olympics and so on. But you just have to realize that there is a certain limit as to what the body can do.
Yeah.
And they're not required to play in the Super 300 tournaments.
Good rally.
Missing a step there. Rasmussen.
4-1.
Oh, my word.
Anders Rasmussen
they're challenging.
Called in.
If that made the line, that is the shot, the smash of finals day.
We don't need Hawkeye. They can just check the mark. Just like in tennis.
Yeah.
Wow, that was powerful.
Repair the divot. It was just wide. Good challenge.
Correction out. 5-1.
So it wasn't a good smash.
No. It was a good smash. It's just the direction that was off.
Play.
Satisfied Danish coach Jesper Hågaard saying, well played.
What on earth was he trying to do there? Was he trying to do a sulcamolio and pretend he was going to hit it?
Fikri.
Cramp in the shoulder, maybe?
That's just extraordinary. Well, Fikri in the semi-final yesterday was absolutely superb. He was all over the net.
Yeah, and they have a very much preferred formation. Fikri on the first two-thirds of the court and Maulana on the last third. That's the way they want to play. And that's going to be a battle today between the Indonesians and the Danes. The Danes want to obviously change it around. So it's Fikri at the back where he's good, but not as lethal as he is on the front court. A lot of the service returns, third shots are going to go to Maulana.
Well, it's been a fabulous start by the Danes.
8-3.
Restored their 5-point advantage.
Godt startet forfra.
Nine, 3.
As for the Danes, they have had a much preferred combination or formation with Kim Astrup at the net and Rasmussen at the back. That's still the preferred formation, but they've become much better in the opposite with Rasmussen at the net.
Faults. Service over for 9.
Well, you realise if the Danes were to win this match here, Steen, they would become the third men's doubles pair to have won World Tour titles at all 4 levels, 1,000, 750, 500 and 300.
Oh.
Elfian and Ardianto and Li Yang and Wang Chilin, the other 2 pairs.
That's good company.
That's very good company.
10-4.
Still a long way to go in terms of that. I think it was the Indonesians who chose side, and then they chose to start on the near end here.
Good pressure from the Danes.
11-4 interval.
And an 11-4 advantage here in the opening game in favour of the Asian Games, the European Games gold medalists.
Sekarang taruh sininya aja, taruh sini atau sananya. Ya, satu. Kedua, bukanya jangan kecil, kalau nggak panjangin dulu. Panjangin siap lagi. Mereka masih datar. Kalau posisi mereka begini, jangan kecilin dulu. Pressing dulu, mau main pelan dulu, passing dulu aja dulu. Ya. Terus linknya siap-siap, asal datar aja dulu. Apa asal datar dulu aja. Datar atau sekali bilang. Ya, tadi itu kayak lagu set itu. Ya, panjangin dulu, panjang.
20 seconds.
Ya,
20 seconds.
Dulu. Ya, siap linknya siap. Ya. Kalau bola enak, dulu aja siap ya.
Back on court. (11-4).
Well, only 7 minutes to get to the mid-game interval. And an 11-4 advantage to Astrup and Rasmussen. Well, once again, pretending that he was trying to play the shot.
5-11.
I'm not sure that'll go down well with the fans here in Bahrain.
Ud til hjørnerne, hvis den er tight.
Goodness me, what a smash.
Godt, du bare vælger fart der på den serve.
Service over. 12-5.
Godt valg. Ja, du skal bare på den, når han drejer.
13-5.
Of course, we'll have new world number ones next week in the men's
13.
doubles, won't we, Steen?
We will.
Liang Wei-Keng and Wang Chang will go up to number 1. Rather ironic, because they lost in the first round last week and the second round this week. But they'll go to number 1.
Yes, the current number ones, Ranki Reddy and Shetty, they were last year's winners here, so they had a lot of points to defend.
Anders. Service over. 14-6.
That's brilliant.
Og længere frem her.
Set is over.
Spiller ikke løftende.
7-14.
Wonderful interception from Maulana.
Well, I think the Danes need to take a half step forward when Fikri is at the back court.
Brilliant. Yeah, good rally.
Eight, 14.
Yeah, they're playing themselves into the match, the Indonesians.
9-14.
En side på nu her.
Good flick. Lovely.
10-14.
Overdone it.
Yeah. And the Danes, they should be able to capitalize that. They know that Fikri is coming forward and he wants to play a creative shot.
15-10.
But it's not so easy because he's playing it well.
Yeah.
Basically, all the Indonesian men's doubles are constructed in the same way, with a fantastic front court player and a good back court player.
16-10.
Oh, tumble serve.
No, I think he should have left it. Fikri.
17-10.
They're standing too far back. They can attack the smashes of Fikri because he's not hitting very hard from the back court.
11-17.
Maulana is the one who's much more dangerous when he gets to attack.
Shuttle got deflected by the net cord.
Service over, 18-11.
Nice defense.
Oi.
Good rally.
Landed in.
He's challenging.
Rasmussen challenges called in. Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court. Wipe the court. Wipe the court. Right.
No, it's plumb on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 19-11.
Longest rally so far, 66 shots. My goodness me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 12-18.
Sorry, service over, 12-18.
Godt tænke mig at få lidt fart med i eget hjørne, for lige at få den med her.
Play.
Right into the corner. That's a
Service
perfect
over.
return of serve.
19-12.
Good lift. Good lift.
Lands in.
Service over, 13-19.
Har en side på.
Wow.
And that's what they need to do much more, the Indonesians. They need to, if it's Fikri at the back court, he should try and make his way
14-19.
forward instead of firing smashes away all the time. Because when they stand in their preferred formation, they're really dangerous.
Bagus to serve. It's Bagus to serve. It's supposed to be Bagus to serve. Yeah, but I mean, it's supposed to be him. Okay.
Yeah. He has been so sharp at the front of the court
Service over,
over the last couple of months
20
or so.
game point,
Kim Astrup.
14.
6 game point opportunities for the Danes.
Game.
Opening game, 21-14.
First game won by Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, 21-14.
19 minutes for the opening game, and the Danes 1 game away from the French Open title.
Så er det fint. Hvem har med det? De har. Okay. Det tror jeg ikke, de vil. De har ikke løst os til det. Nej, men siger bare, dem de tre, de ligger på linjen, de går ud.
De kommer til at holde foran omkring igen.
Ja, så kommer vi til at lede efter catch-up-fejl på os, ikke? Men nu begynder de at spille lidt flere af de der standardreturer, som ligger ind over hovedet på os, især på din sav her. Ja. Okay, så vi er klar på. Dreje og svippe med på Fikri. Okay?
Stå tæt på hinanden hele tiden. Tæt på hinanden.
Især i de der situationer her, hvor du kommer op og udfordrer helt kort. Der må det ikke bare fælde den forbi nu. Der skal du være der. Ja. Den er så vigtig. Ja. Det er den, de gerne vil spille nu. Right? Kommer ikke til at løfte det, de spiller.
Nah, kalau lu servis sekarang, kalau servis dia kan merah nyodok ya. Lu boleh belok ke sini, kencengin atau dinaikin kayak tadi, naikin. Ya, kayak paling itu 2-1-2 aja, jagain 2-1-2 aja. Ya, oke. Kalau lagi nyodok siap, nyodok siap. Jangan dikencengin dulu nyodoknya, karena kan dia kan balik sini bagus. Ya. Saya ke depan.
Solide avoir vécu ces YONEX internationaux de France de badminton. Applaudissez-vous.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
De er så gode til at vende spillet i det her, ikke? Meget af det kommer fra os. Ja, det er sindssygt godt.
Second game. Level. Play.
So the opening game to the Danes, Astrup and Rasmussen, 21-14. Good opening rally. Yeah. That's a wonderful opening rally to the second game. Now, I suspect it was very difficult, Steen, but did you manage to catch anything that Jesper Holdgaard was saying?
Yes, I heard some of the things. The Danes say that the Indonesians are playing with the drift now, slight little drift, so they feel if they lift, some of the lifts are probably going long. And Jesper Holdgaard said that they're not going to lift, in his opinion. They're trying to play these standard returns, poke it a little bit, and get it past Kim to the mid-court area. So the Danes are alert to that and trying to step up and stay close together.
Service over. 1-2.
I'm curious to see whether they continue to flick Fikri, because that has been very successful in the first game, the way I see it. That's great play by Rasmussen.
Yeah, not trying to hit it too hard.
No, exactly. And also the idea from the Indonesians and from Fikri was actually good. The problem is he couldn't make his way forward.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a good serve.
You can see that Rasmussen has gotten a lot more confident on the front court. I think the matches he played in team matches with Fredrik Søgaard convinced him that he could actually play the front court just as well as anybody. That's in.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'd go that far, Steve, just as well as anyone
No.
on the front court.
If Sudirman comes back, then but I totally agree. But that he was allowed to stand on the front court and play up to his best.
Yeah. Yeah, well played by Fikri.
3-4.
Vi lige klar på den lange igen her.
Oh, his racket was gone, but managed to play the winning shot.
It all started with a good flick serve, didn't it, from Fikri?
Quickly. Bagus, next time ask your coach, okay?
Last men's doubles pair to reach back-to-back finals in 2 consecutive weeks, Steen, as indeed Fikri and Maulana have done.
Oh.
Was this year?
Young and Wang? No.
No. Hoki and Kobayashi, runner-up in Japan, runner-up in Australia a week later.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
And he's got his tumble serve going now. Mohamed Fikri. If I were him, I would flick again. Took him Astrup. No.
Yeah, but it was another nice variation, wasn't it?
Wow!
Take that.
6-4.
Vi skal have returerne mere ud mod siderne. Vi spiller ham for god bagved nu.
Yeah, good call from Astrup, telling his partner to leave it.
5-6.
Ja, den bare for høj, den sidste.
It had been a good run of 5 straight points for the Indonesians.
Again, very nice shot from Rasmussen. Going for angle over power. To step forward, Rasmussen. There's not a whole lot of power in Fikri's smashes, and the plan is not that he should sort of end up killing it.
Good flick. That's gone wide.
It's a very good start to this second game by Fikri and Maulana.
Well, they've certainly picked up now, but they were 1-4 down.
Yeah. But they've got variation into their service game.
Yeah. Very good attacking play by the Indonesians.
9-6.
Det er virkelig vigtigt, at vi ikke står for hårdt på hjørnerne. Det er der, det starter, og så spiller de bredt på os. Ikke? Så må vi skære en gang mere her.
Yeah, double hit. Trying to intercept Maulana.
7-9.
He's also serving the tumble serve. Becomes more and more standard in men's double.
Dear.
Service over. 10-7.
Klar på det hele nu her.
Wow.
11-7 interval.
To the mid-game interval with a 4-point advantage. Fikri and Maulana.
Spiller ham på store lidt for god, når vi spiller returen ned til ham. Det er fint, vi går med fart. Det skal bare ikke ligge en meter fra ham. Så skal enten på kroppen, eller så skal de mod hjørnerne. Ja, okay. Foran. Ja, eller foran. Vi skal bare ikke spille den der en meter fra ham, så får vi på turen.
Saveren. Indtil han har rykket på den. Han står også og dækker bagud. Både i baghånden og ind over hovedet.
Ja. Så når duellen åbner, så her lige nu, så synes jeg, at det største problem det er, når vi slår dem på catcheren, så spiller de ekstremt bredt på os, og så sætter de tempoet derfra. Ja. Så vi er nødt til at slå lidt mere med placering.
20
seconds. Farten af. Vi skal have den ned i skoene, før vi gør det her.
Og hvis vi slår hårdt, så skal formanden ud.
Ja, det skal vi. Ja. Og især herovre, ikke?
Thank you, players. So. 11-7.
So 11-7. The advantage to the Indonesians.
Play.
What was Jesper Helge saying there, Steen?
The returns of especially Fikri's serve is too close to Maulana. Push them either to the body or to the corners, but not there. There he's good. Again, 1 meter from the body. And then there was some situation about the attack that the Danes, they attack a little bit too much to the body in the opening attack phase, and that means the Indonesians can play side to side and inject pace into the rally after that. So pace off or in between them or to the sidelines.
Yeah, well played by Maulana.
Service over. 12-8.
Hey, that's short. Oh no. Good closure by Fikri. Clear advantage to the Indonesians right now.
Yeah, they're playing very well. Yeah, they're doing very well with the flick serves, aren't they?
14-8.
And when Maulana is serving, they can just take it a little bit easier on the short serve. They can always play the backcourt where Fikri is standing. Excellent.
Yeah. His movement forward was so quick.
15-8.
Fikri, watch this. Brilliant.
And you can see that the Danes have become hesitant. And I think especially Rasmussen is uncertain on what's actually the plan here, what's going on. He's made numerous errors.
16-8.
Well, I wonder if the Danes will regret having won the toss of the coin, choosing to serve, because it appears that that far side of the court is the preferred end in men's doubles.
9-16.
When you play this near side here, you got to attack as well. You just got to be much more patient, because you won't penetrate so easily.
Yeah. Playing really well now, the Indonesians.
17-9.
Odds on, we're going to have a deciding game.
Definitely.
Three points away from the third and deciding game. Two points away from a deciding game.
19-9.
Very efficient tumble serves from Fikri. And there was the return to the corners as Jesper Hågaard called for.
10-19.
It's not always so easy when the serves are of high quality.
That's gone long, and a whole host of game point opportunities for Fikri and Maulana to level this final at one game apiece.
Game.
Flick serve, and the Danes had had enough of that second game.
Second game,
didn't even
won by Mohamed
attempt to return that.
Fikri and Bagas Maulana, 21.
Well, this is going to be fascinating, this deciding game. One game all.
Kalau kecil dia nyabet gitu, ya jangan dilurusin aja, disilangin aja, disilangin nggak perlu jauh-jauh, asal turun aja disilang turun. Ya yang latihan kayak latihan itu. Ya satu. Kedua kalau lu terima servis, servis pertama. Nggak perlu kencang-kencang, asal sinok dulu aja sokok. Sokok lu siap lagi, ya siap lagi. Kalau ini yang bolanya atas, yang lain ngambil, yang depan siap itunya lagi. Ya, lu kalau udah keduluin apa chance? Kalau satu tungguin. Ya dia kan kadang-kadang netting, kadang separuh. Ya tungguin barangkali separuh tunggu kayak tadi. Kenapa barangkali dia robot netting juga tunggu rasa lewat dulu kan belokin. Ya, serangannya kalau lagi nggak enak.
Det her, det handler om, at vi har for dårlig kvalitet i det her tur. Det går vi ind og ændre på nu.
Ja, de er også lidt for nemt. Altså sådan, over til at ligge og dreje, og så komme med frem. Kommer godt ud, og så der går det helt vildt.
Ja, men prøv at høre, vi skal ikke tænke for meget over, at deften hele tiden skal være kort. Fordi så bliver det for tungt og langsomt, det her. Vi skal altså også ind i nogle baller.
Ja, ja.
Okay?
Træd ind i det igen her. Ja. Det hele. Godt tak.
Så vi har god tid, hver gang vi returnerer, så er vi skærpet der.
$20 seconds. 20 seconds. Final game. Level. Play.
So the umpire calls for the start of the third and deciding game. Maybe he could have left that, Maulana. Maybe that was going wide.
Set is over. 1-love.
I don't think so, but there's a chance. Service situation is going to be super important now.
Going wide.
And given the first two games, we've seen how difficult it is to play defensive on the near side of the court here.
Yeah.
The attack is simply arriving too fast.
Was there anything new from Holger?
I wasn't really able to hear it.
No.
We got in so late.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. Yeah. You know, in very simplistic terms, Steen, it looks to me as if the Danish bubble has burst.
Yes, I agree.
They've somehow got to work through this if they want to win this title. And of course they want to win the title. Both pairs do.
Yeah. But you only win if you're courageous enough to move forward. That's your only chance. You might not always win, but you win a lot more when moving forward.
Set is over. 3-1.
That's a good tumble serve. Oh.
Fantastic work there by Fikri to get under that.
Set is over. 2-3.
Not only get under it, but have the agility to play that across court. Magnificent shot.
The Indonesians, they need to strike now, the way I see it. Where the Danes are a little bit uncertain. That's good play. I think it was a big mistake that Kim Astrup served two short services to Fikri in the second game. It might sound crazy, but I just feel that it sort of got him started on the front court.
Yeah. Shuttle badly deflected by the net court. That smash from Rasmussen.
6-2.
Godt køre den igen.
He's going to flick again.
Well, didn't work on that occasion.
No.
Fikri,
Service over. 3-6.
very sharp back to receive that flick serve.
What about the Indonesians? That's what got them back in the game. That they were burying their services. They're not burying the services at all at the moment.
7-3.
I don't understand it.
Du kan bare møde dem der. Der kommer masser af de baller, når Kim lægger dem helt kort.
Yeah. Variation in pace in the attacking play from the Danes.
And the moving out.
8-3.
Well, isn't that the lady we saw earlier who wanted to marry Jonathan Christie?
Very unfaithful. Good shot.
Yeah, lovely shot.
Service over. 4-8. Folks. 5-8.
Brilliant shot from Maulana.
Klar på lang ud af.
Half smash. Yeah. In fact, I think I'd prefer to call it a fast drop.
Service over. 9-5.
Well, it had the desired effect for Kim Astrup.
Thank you.
Der er foran dig.
Oh, behind the back.
I wonder if he touched it.
Yeah, I wondered that too, Steen.
Good play.
Yeah, excellent rally.
They won it anyway in the Indonesians. We can't see it there.
Service over. 6-9.
Stadig den rigtige måde, vi løfter på det, vi kommer under her. Vi har masser af chancer for at vinde det.
It's gone wide.
Service over. 10-6.
It's on a knife's edge at the moment.
Ja, det er rigtig godt.
Fikri trying to make things happen.
På den, Anders.
11-6.
So 11-6, a 5-point advantage. But Fikri and Maulana, despite trailing, have the better end from which to finish the match.
Ja, prøv lige at høre, vi må ikke blive for bløde defensivt nu. Vi skal også have de her situationer.
Vi står også langt tilbage. Bare frem, og så gør sådan der.
Igennem, og så løber vi. Ja. Hver gang du går ind og spiller kort nu her, så ligger du tæt på. Der kommer ingen løft. De skubber bare forbi. Ja. Der skal du være der. Ja. Okay? Ja. Godt.
20 seconds.
Husk nu lige at tage en
20 seconds.
stadig. Ja.
Coach, return to your chair. Players back on court.
Kom nu her. Ja.
11-6.
I har helt sikkert en fornemmelse af, at I kan trykke mere til boldene herovre, så nu er vi klar på det. Okay?
Play.
So 11-6 the advantage in this deciding game for the World Championship silver medalists, Astrup and Rasmussen. I think the first couple of rallies are
super important.
Very important.
And the last words from Mr. Hågaard was, remember, once in a while, play a flick. I think they missed the opportunity. It should have been the first serve. If you get Fikri started at the net and Maulana at the back, they're fantastic.
It's a good flick serve from Fikri.
Yeah, but much better played by Kim Astrup. Calm return, not going for the smash, leaving the court open for counter.
12-7.
Jeg kan godt tænke mig at få drejet serven til hans forhånd nu. I hvert fald, hvis de server til, så er du klar på den til din forhånd. Styr I selv.
He's standing far back, Maulana.
Yeah, he's waiting for the flick.
Jeg elsker det løftede hjørne der, han har det flade. Super spillet.
I don't understand. They haven't really flicked him.
No. Yeah, well left. This is far from over yet, you know.
Far from over.
8-13.
The Danes are alert to the importance of staying far forward. I can hear Kim calling, stay, 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 when Anas is at the front. Play. Excellent turnaround by Maulana. And hitting that flick serve is simply not working for the Danes.
Indonesian ambassador supporting his players. Lovely to see him here.
Du er lige klar langt ud af her nu.
Just 3 points in it now.
10-13.
And it's the service situation again. The Indonesians are coping better.
Service over. 14-10.
Maybe it's standard that he stays there, Maulana.
Oh, another one behind the back.
Det er så kongespillet.
And that goes long. There's a challenge here from Fikri.
Challenges called out.
That's a tactical challenge, I think.
Yeah, I didn't think it was particularly close, but then I haven't got where I'm right all day. Way.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 15-10. Play.
That's good work from Kim Astrup. Oh, my word.
Oi, oi, oi. It's way out.
Short. Yeah. Anders Rasmussen taking that shot. That was probably going wide.
11-15.
I think there's lots of tension at the moment. Indonesians trying to catch up, Danes trying to hold on to their lead. Wasn't a particularly high-class rally, the last one, but it was exciting.
Service over. 16-11.
Way long.
Service over.
The Danes said that they were playing up against the drift now, yet all the mistakes have come from players on this side, also the Indonesians.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a lot. The drift. This time it was Kim Astrup that wasn't alert.
13-16.
I would flick if I were Maulana now.
Down the middle or out wide?
Out wide, and then Fikri cover.
Well, the Danes were slightly fortunate there because they both went for the same shot. And there was a huge gap their side of the court. If Maulana had managed to get that back, it would have been an outright winner.
And it's a good example of the development of the Danish men's doubles because some time ago, Anders Rasmussen would never have continued there. He would have left it for Kim Astrup.
Yeah. Short. Yeah, got what it deserved.
Service over. 14-17.
Ud til hjørnerne med den, når vi løfter. Kom så! Op med catcheren.
That's a good serve.
I think it would have ended up short, but there's no time to take the racket away from it. And I think it's advantage to Indonesia right now.
Only 2 points the deficit.
9-6 since the interval.
Good return.
Service over. 18,
Spun up a little
15.
bit, the serve from Fikri.
3-point advantage. And 3 points away from a 5th title of the year. Well, it's all happening here, isn't it?
Service
Talk
over.
about small margins.
16, 18.
The Danes have had their fair share of luck earlier in the game.
Du er klar på kryds på deres træer, Kim.
Oh, it's landed in. Misjudgment from Fikri. How costly could that be?
Service over.
De vinder spillet på mellembanen herude.
19, 16.
2 points away from the title.
Kommer til dig, Anders.
Play. Sorry, let.
That was too
Fikri,
short.
get ready fast. Okay.
Short. It's match point opportunities.
Perfect play by Rasmussen, just what Holger had called for all the match. Stay close to your partner to cover.
20, match point 16.
Bare kommer på den!
Good play.
There was absolute silence.
There was.
Service over.
Could have heard a pin
17,
drop.
20.
Such tension.
So Fikri needs to get his tumble serve going.
Still match point for the Danes.
It'll take a lot of guts to flick.
It was an excellent tumble serve. Oh my goodness, not the moment for trickery.
Oh, he saved it.
I don't believe it.
Oh,
And it's gone wrong! The challenge from the Danes.
Challenges called out.
they're not going to win that challenge.
Clearly long.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
2 match points have come and gone,
18, 20.
Yeah,
but another 2 remain.
but in all honesty, the rest of this should feel like a free roll for these two because they had almost lost it.
Thank you, players.
Hvis du spiller bagmanden, så klar
Look at that. That save there, that is amazing.
Bagus. Bagus. Fikri, back on court.
Vi er med, vi spiller ned til ham, så kommer der fart i midten.
18-20.
So 3rd match point opportunity for the Danes. title of the year. And Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen become only the third men's doubles pair to win World Tour titles at all 4 levels. Their first Super 750 title here at the French Open. What a magnificent match. Just over the hour mark.
Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, 21-14, 10-21, 21-18.
What a magnificent run of tournaments. Ever since winning gold at the European Games, the Danes, quite frankly, have got better and better. Oh, well, she's got the winning racket. What a match.
They simply don't believe they can lose when it becomes this close.
Yeah. The definition of confidence.
Yes.
And that's gained by having been in 6 finals in the last 9 tournaments they've played. A 5th title of the year. And no wonder the Danes are smiling. Confirmation of the score, 21-14, 10-21, 21-18 in the deciding game in a match lasting just over the hour mark. We'll spare our thoughts as they have the selfies with the fans for Fikri and Maulana. 2 finals in 2 consecutive weeks is pretty special. This, the final rally. The flick serve. And Kim Astrup was back very quickly.
This has been a good trip for Maulana and Fikri, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. Although it didn't start terribly well, did it, in Finland? They lost in the first round, but since then, 2 consecutive finals. I think they should be very happy with that. So we await for the prize presentation for the men's doubles.
Thank you.
Well, as we wait for the men's doubles, Steen, I mean, once again, it's been a very good tournament for China. They won 4 titles last week in Denmark, 3 titles this week.
Yes.
That's impressive, isn't it?
They're about to build a really strong team, possibly for the upcoming Thomas and Uber Cups on home soil in Chengdu, next year.
Yeah.
And for the Olympics.
Absolutely. I wouldn't disagree with that.
Pour cette cérémonie, les prix seront remis par the prizes will be presented by Eric Royer, President of the Badminton World Federation, and Noah Perry, Council Member of the Badminton World Federation.
Not only a member of the at BWF Council, Laura Perry, twice a world champion herself.
The runners-up of the men's double tournament, representing Indonesia, Muhammad Sohibul Fikri, Bagas Maulana.
Mohammed Sohibul Fikri and Bagas Maulana. 2 finals in 2 weeks is very special. A 4th final of the year for this Indonesian pair, and sadly for them, the 4th time that they've had to settle for second best.
Et maintenant, les vainqueurs du double homme de YONEX International de France de Badminton 2023. Your 2023 YONEX French Open Men's Double Champions from Denmark, Kim Astrup, Rasmussen.
Kim Astrup, Rasmussen. A 5th title of the year. Paul Eric Hoyer, president of the BWF and former Olympic champion. Oh, that's a lovely moment. Presenting to his fellow Danes. Well, the bodies may be tired, but my goodness, haven't they made a mark in World Badminton this year.
Merci de faire une ovation au vainqueur et au finaliste de ce YONEX International de France.
Well, we've seen some great sportsmanship with the beaten finalists genuinely congratulating their opponents on their victory.
It's been very, very positive throughout all 5 categories, I think.
Yes, I agree, and that's lovely to see. So that concludes finals for today. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. We've had a blast here. We look forward to coming back again in the future. Well, finals completed, and as we were saying, 3 titles to Chinese players. The mixed doubles, Jiang Shangbang and Wei Sin coming through in 3 games against Tang and Si, the experienced pair from Hong Kong, China. Then it was women's singles and a repeat of the Olympic final. And whilst it wasn't 3 games, it was badminton of the very, very highest quality. Chen Yufei becomes the 6th women's singles player in Super Series and World Tour history to win both the Denmark and the French Opens back-to-back. Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning in the women's doubles. Gosh, they're an exciting young Chinese pair. But it was a wonderful final against Kitty Harakun and Prajongjai, who, of course, have had a wonderful tournament as well. Men's singles in the battle of the Asian Games gold medalists, past and present. It was the past that won today. Jonathan Christie in his 2nd French Open final, coming through and winning the title for the first time. A match lasting an hour and 20 minutes. Then in the men's doubles, Kim Astrup and Rasmussen, 5th title of the year, coming through in 3 thrilling games. 21-18 in the deciding game against Fikri and Maulana, who had been in their 2nd final in 2 weeks. So the tour moves on to Saarbrücken next week. Then it's the Korean Masters. I'll be in Kumamoto for the Japan Masters and also in Shenzhen for the China Masters. So there's plenty more badminton still to come. But in the meantime, from all of us here, and especially from Steen Peterson and myself, Jill Clark, au revoir. Bye for now.